Yo, what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back once again to another video, guys. And to kind of add on yesterday's video, just that this whole, skill-based matchmaking thing in Black Ops 7 is a scam, as I labeled it in my video yesterday. You've still got the likes of Nero Cinema, Blame Truth, all these other huge, rage-baiting Call of Duty YouTubers where they're missing the whole point, as I discussed in my last video, that yes, they may be an open mosh pit. I know they've added a few like open search and destroy since yesterday's video, but nonetheless, there is still an option in the beta, the open beta as it stands right now, for those players who are bad at the game, who have been in protected lobbies, their entire gaming lives. There's still a lobby for them to go in to feel safe. There's still a safe space in Call of Duty, and why would any of these bad players go outside of this skill-based matchmaking playlist and play in these open lobbies when they know for a fact they're going to get absolutely shit on? Nero Cinema watched his, I think he's done about 3 videos in 24 hours. He's not mentioned that once. Blame Truth, he's the same. He's not mentioned it. 8 Thoughts has kind of tiptoed on it. He hasn't said that exact thing, but he's kind of, saying what I'm saying, essentially. And then you've got, obviously, people in the Call of Duty community who are just saying, Modern Warzone, again, massive shill. Like I've said on every video, on here, go and Google the definition of shill. They are shills. The definition is exactly what these people are. They've gone and said, first game of no skill-based matchmaking playlist. And again, yes, there's no skill-based matchmaking in this playlist. However, the game still caters a specific playlist for people who are bad at the game to actually go and play that game. So therefore, the people who are playing this no SBMM playlist are the sweatiest of the sweats. They're, top 20, 30% players even. You've got to think, guys, the majority of people who play this beta, especially when it was closed, are the sweatiest of the sweats, the hardcore Call of Duty fanboys. And even me, I'm a casual. I've not even played the beta. I couldn't care less, guys. Unless they remove skill-based matchmaking permanently from the game, so there's no option for new players or noobs or whatever, it's not going to work. Because all the shit players are going to stay in that one playlist. Like, they used to have playlists for beginners years ago in Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty World at War did it until you're level 10. So 0 to level 10 on your first time playing the game, it would put you against other new players. That's all they should be in a Call of Duty game, that is it. Once you've done that, you're into the big wide world. Yes, you're going to get shit on, but hopefully you're going to enjoy, playing the game. You're going to get better at it. And it's a whole life cycle. Noobs come every single year, like Christmas noobs. Again, Christmas noobs in Black Ops 7 will just stay in their own protected playlists. For Call of Duty to go anywhere near in the direction it needs to go, it has to remove skill-based matchmaking from the entire game. Because whenever you've got a singular playlist, it doesn't matter if you've got 74 different game modes. If one of those game modes have got skill-based matchmaking enabled in it, all the bad players are going to play that, and it's pointless having all these other lobbies with skill-based matchmaking disabled. And that's ultimately what's happening here. Yes, if you're a top 5% player, let's use this for an example, Scump. Arguably, my opinion, the best Call of Duty player of all time. Since he's got in these open mosh pit lobbies, he's dominating people. Because he's a top 1% player. You could argue maybe the top 20% players are going to enjoy the mode what it is now, but you filthy casuals, guys, who are thinking, oh yeah, I want a more casual gameplay experience, especially in the Black Ops 7 beta, are not going to get that casual playlist experience because all the casuals and the bad players and the new players, noobs, whatever you want to call them, they're all playing in the skill-based matchmaking playlist because they don't want to get shit on. So the majority of the players for Call of Duty are just average players like me. I'm a top 30% player according to my Call of Duty player card. And I would benefit from having no skill-based matchmaking in the game. But as it stands right now, the only people who are stepping outside of the no skill-based matchmaking playlist are the sweats. Again, it's a beta. It's always going to be sweaty. Once the game gets released, you're going to get a lot more casuals playing the game. But again, those casuals are going to play in the skill-based matchmaking playlist. So it doesn't matter. The only way COD is going to be relevant again, and you're going to see pub-stomping gameplay from your favorite YouTubers, who again are gifted at the game, don't get me wrong, is if you remove skill-based matchmaking from the game completely now. the open beta, guys, because it did go open. Now, I don't like to compare apples to pears, so to speak, so I waited until the Call of Duty beta went into its open phase. 99,000 people, guys, playing Black Ops 7, the beta, the open beta. Now, if you compare that to Battlefield 6, which, again, thank you guys for letting me know I actually called Battlefield 6 Battlefield 1 in yesterday's video, so hold my hands up, guys. I'm not a god or anything like that. I do fuck up occasionally. 500,000 people, just under 500,000 people played at one period of time. So the highest player count in the Battlefield 6 beta when it was open was just under 500,000. Call of Duty just under 100,000. That shows you massively that just Battlefield 6 has already won this war. Like, there's idiots on the internet saying that, oh, Call of Duty could make a comeback. It wouldn't. Even Call of Duty right now, guys, say, for instance, they said that, right, we're going to remove skill-based matchmaking from the game. Do you really think that's going to bring 500,000 players back? It's not. It might get me playing again. I might dip my toes in it just to see what it's like. But the game itself, like the movement mechanics, is garbage, like fucking jumping off a wall. Like, I've seen people, like, literally moving like this. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, Infinite Warfare, like, people didn't like that, so why did they keep going futuristic, guys? They keep going futuristic because they need to have colourful cosmetics in the game to make money. We know that Call of Duty's lost 300 million the last year or so just because it's put on Game Pass. So, again, me last year, I didn't spend a penny on Call of Duty. I just used my Game Pass subscription, even though Game Pass now, I've fucked that off. Well, PC Game Pass, I've fucked that off because, again, they keep putting the prices up and I'm like, this isn't worth it for me now. There's not enough good, you know, original Xbox games coming out now to make me want to pay, you know, 30 quid. Well, it's about 25 quid a month in the UK now with the increase. COD is not coming back unless they listen to community feedback. And they've not done that for years, guys. They've listened to shareholders. They've listened to what can make them the most money short term, but they've not thought about long term. Now we're getting to the point where it's actually entering long term and they've not got a player pool now, what they once had, to make the business model what they're going after, which is, okay, we're going to keep all the bad players playing our game. We're going to rely on them spending loads of money on microtransactions. They're going to be whales, so to speak. They haven't got those whales anymore because there's not enough attention on Black Ops 7, and that's the problem they've got. That's why, you know, Battlefield 6 has already won it. Like, again, there's idiots on the internet thinking that Battlefield 6 is, you know, in competition. It's not even a competition. Like, Battlefield 6 have already destroyed Call of Duty now. And, again, there's people like this, Community. Like, I've never heard him or her before. I've got no idea what they're talking about. But they've said, now that they gave us a taste of Black Ops 7 without skill-based matchmaking, again, guys, there's still skill-based matchmaking in the game because the only people playing the no SBMM playlist are the sweats. Casuals are not even playing it, guys. So, again, by definition, it's not really a no SBMM playlist. There's no way they'll go back and remove this option. Game is 1,000 times more fun in the open playlist than the last 5 years of COD multiplayer we've had. Now, they probably are going to have more fun, you know, because a lot of these, you know, COD purists are like the top 10, 20% of players. But again, a lot of casuals are going into this playlist thinking, actually, this is going to be a better experience. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to have better connections, you're going to have better pings, you're going to have a better gameplay experience. But again, you're still going to be playing the sweatiest of the sweats, given the game in its current situation, while, you know, it's still got the lesser players in their protected bracket, which, again, they'll move away from. And the problem is, you've had skill-based matchmaking in COD for that long now. You've probably got a lot of casual players who actually think they're good at the game, but in reality, they're not. They've been conditioned by Daddy Activision to actually think they're better at something than they actually are in the real world. So there's going to be a lot of people, you know, thinking, holy shit, you know, this game sucks, you know, because it's not got skill-based matchmaking in it anymore. Again, a lot of people have had the hands held by Daddy Activision for too long, and yeah, they're going to get a brutal awakening should Call of Duty actually remove it from the game. But again, Call of Duty Activision, they've not even said, you know, that, guys, we're going to remove this from the full game. So there's a lot of people pre-ordering it based on a beta having a no SBMM playlist. There's people dumb enough to pre-order the game right now saying, yeah, I'm giving Activision my money. I'm excited for COD now because it's got no skill-based matchmaking in it. It's crazy, guys. It is absolutely crazy that people are pre-ordering Black Ops 7, given that Activision have not come out and said to anyone that the full release is actually going to have a no skill-based matchmaking playlist in it. I think if I was Activision now, if I was one of their shareholders, if I was going to do something to kind of get the hype for this game, I would come out now as Activision and say, right, when Black Ops 7 releases, there is no skill-based matchmaking in the game at all. All we have got in the game is a newcomer playlist from levels 0 to 20 of your very first time, going through the prestige system. So again, you boot up the game on day 1, you're level 0. Once you get to level 20, you are done. You are in the main pool of players. We'll give you 20 levels as a new player just to dip your toes in it. That is what they need to do to get Call of Duty going back to where, well, let's be real, it should be as an iconic brand. But then they've also got other issues, which, again, we've already gone on for 11 minutes now. I'm not really going to talk about them, but there's a lot of game mechanics they need to change as well. But the first major thing they can do incredibly easy is just get rid of skill-based matchmaking. But again, let me know what you think down below in the comment section, guys. If you are new to the channel, please smash that like button. If you've got any tips, feedbacks, do you want to see gameplay on my channel while I'm talking shit about something, or do you just want to see me like this, guys? So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for your support. Yes, these videos actually done really, really well, but it's going to be interesting that, Battlefield is coming out on Friday. Call of Duty is going to be totally irrelevant. So if I was to hedge a bet on anything, I think that we will get a Call of Duty without no skill-based matchmaking this year. I hope they remove it completely, but nothing surprises me with Activision, because if I would have been Activision, I would have done this 3-4 years ago. Well, to be fair, I would have never implemented it anyway, but after it has been implemented, I would have pulled skill-based matchmaking out of the game years ago, but for some reason, guys, they don't do it. But I genuinely think, guys, that Call of Duty has never been as irrelevant as what it is right now, and ultimately, we have a lot to say thanks to Battlefield 6 for, because I can guarantee you, if Battlefield 6 wasn't around and it wasn't a thing and it wasn't coming out till next year, you probably wouldn't have the no skill-based matchmaking option in Call of Duty. So hopefully, guys, conflict between EA and Activision kind of make Call of Duty a better game, just because now we've got a choice as a consumer and we're not forced to play Call of Duty. But again, guys, let me know, as you always do, in the comment section. If you're new here, subscribe. And if you haven't already smashed that like button, what the hell are you doing? Smash that like button. Hopefully we can get 100 likes on this video, and we'll make another video talking about Call of Duty and Battlefield on the channel. Love you all, guys. Take it easy. Goodbye for now, my friends. Cheerio. Bye.